no be everything you go tell man. Not only were the twins not mine, they were not even twins. Hello, my name is dele-davids and this is Life Stories with Bussy. I just want to welcome you to another month. A lot of things are happening, but I just want to encourage you to hold on there. Just keep on holding on. Things will get better. And while we're still on the matter of Nigeria and things getting better, don't forget, City Building is still selling land in City Gardens. And, these are affordable investments that when you invest now, in another 2 or 3 years, you're going to be getting more money than you invested. So please take advantage of that. The numbers are on the screen. I get a lot of men sending me DMs these days, and they're like, Busola, you are biased. And I'm like, how? They told me that I seem to love and, generally encourage women. Well, I'm a woman, so I will do that. But, a lot of them have sent in their stories, and for them, they say, see, when women say that men are scum, women are evil, that women do so many things and that they get away with it. And so, some of them sent me stories. And I have a story like that today. You see this story, it gave me different kind of vibes. Gave me Bollywood plus Nollywood vibes. The kind of stories that you say, ha, he choke. It was such a shocking story. And initially I didn't want to believe, but then I remember that somebody had come on this program before and she had shared something similar, and then, it made sense. And I'll go straight to the story. So it says, good day, Bussy. I see a lot of women write you, but that your gender should be feared. Abba. My gender, we are soft. Why do you think that my gender should be feared? My ex-wife Daniela was a huge scam and she fooled me for so many years. Daniela was an administrator in an orphanage I used to visit. I love children, by the way, and visiting and donating my widow's mite was my way of giving back to the society. Daniela was beautiful and soft-spoken. She caught the impression of a wife material. Every time I visited, we would talk for hours. I even confided in her about my desire to relocate out of the country for greener pastures. She was so in love with the children there. So I thought. She once mentioned that she's committed her life to the service of these children and that she didn't think she would get married. I got interested in her and I formally asked that we should date. She was a bit reluctant and eventually she accepted and started coming over to my house. My mother visited a couple of times and met Daniela, and she had an instant dislike for her. My mom said that Daniela was fake and that I should dig into her past. I didn't take my mother serious. She always has one thing or the other to say about the ladies that I've dated in the past. Because my mother can be overly dramatic. So when she started this Daniela story, I just figured it was her usual way. We had dated for 3 years and I raised the issue of marriage. Daniela was practically living with me when she wasn't at the orphanage. I was also planning to relocate and I wanted us to do our traditional marriage at least. My mother refused. She said she had seen a vision of Daniela's past life and that she didn't think that Daniela was the right person for me to marry. When I kept pestering my mom, my mother said she would allow the marriage once I can confirm that Daniela can get pregnant. To cut the long story short, weeks before I relocated, Daniela started complaining of headaches and vomiting. She said that it might be malaria. I insisted that she had to go to the hospital. She came home with a doctor's report that confirmed that she was pregnant. Omo, I was so overjoyed. I was so excited. My mother showed up and said that Daniela wasn't pregnant. Now, I was beginning to get irritated by her actions. The day she came to the house, Daniela cried all through, and I had to send my mother back to the village for upsetting my wife. I insisted that the traditional rite must happen before I travel. I wasn't planning to come back until I achieved my goals and, get a green card. So the plan was Daniela would stay back and have the baby, and I'll get her into the States and file for our baby. You know all those US arrangee thing. I went to her family with my uncles, though my mother was absent. I was in touch with Daniela throughout. I saw her tummy growing. My mother was still insistent that she wasn't pregnant. Anyway, Daniela had twins, a boy and a girl. I could swear that they looked like me at a point. My mother never checked on her and the children, and I really was bitter about that. For me, she had taken this thing too far. Even my younger siblings didn't check on Daniela and the children. So Daniela was pretty much on her own. Even when I begged my mother to stay with Daniela when she was about to have the babies, she refused. Daniela said I shouldn't worry, that her best friend was with her and that everything would be fine. Anyway, the twins were 4 when I came back. They were not identical, which I didn't see as a problem. As they grew up, the difference between them became more glaring, but I didn't think it was hard. Boys and girls might not always look alike. I was ready to take my family to the US. The children required DNA tests. I kept asking for that to be done, and Daniela kept dragging. I came home, and all throughout, you could see she was agitated, but I kind of excused it away. I'd been away for too long, so I expected some sort of awkwardness. She told me she wanted to travel to see her sick mother and that she wanted to take the children with her. I didn't suspect anything. But I had taken the hair strand and the nails of the twins because my mother was so sure, even when I came back, that the twins weren't mine. Anyway, the DNA test was immigration requirement too. The result came out and boom! Not only were the twins not mine, they were not even twins. Summary: Daniela was never pregnant. She patronized these baby factory traffickers to get 2 random babies who she presented to me as twins. She had planned with a lot of people, her friends, even the doctor that delivered the miraculous babies. They used all the money I was sending from my sweat of sleepless nights, working like a jackal to buy me babies. She said she did it because she loved me and that she didn't want to lose me. Her previous boyfriend, who she was to marry, left her because she had lost her womb from previous abortion. And since my mother was particular about her getting pregnant and she knew that I love children, she went ahead with it. She said at the time she wanted to come clean with me, but a friend told her, no be everything you go tell man. And a friend encouraged her to help herself. I asked why she would get 2 babies. She said so that if we travel and we're together, there will be no need to start talking about a second child since we have 2 already. Imagine, she had so planned and taken care of what could happen in the future. I concluded Daniela was evil. Even the orphanage where she worked, she had a way of profiling the couple who come for adoption and ensured that a child goes to the highest bidder without the government knowing what had transpired behind closed doors. Did I forgive her? Her case was beyond me. After I reported her to the police, she's still on the matter. I will forever be grateful to my mother. My family has asked for the bride price to be returned. Bussy, that's how I came back to the States without a family, you. These days, I'm very paranoid. May God help me. Your gender scares me. Every woman looks like a potential schemer. I told you that this thing gave me the Nollywood and Bollywood vibes at the same time. But I remember that there was a lady who called in one of our previous episodes that told us that our sister, our elder sister, sold a baby for 20,000 naira. I think this was like 19 years ago. But you know that somebody would go and buy babies. Buy babies. So first of all, you buy babies, meaning that you get babies from, in an illegal way, from people, maybe you pay them some stipends or something for their babies. And then you will now come and present these same babies as twins, different babies as twins to your husband. Man. In fact, I'm glad that you reported to the police, because that's the best thing you would have done. I'm sure some people would have been like, oh, maybe you would have forgiven her. No! What she did was illegal. I mean, how could she? And she wasn't even thinking, imagine she was thinking about future. So she went to get two babies together, presented them as twins. Mr. Man, I know that you probably did whatever you did out of anger, reporting out to the police, but the truth is that you did the right thing. She should serve her term. So I think what Daniela did was evil, very evil. You didn't put your name, but I'll just encourage you. I mean, there are nice women out there. There are godly women out there. There are women that I know who are single, who are looking for, godly men and all that. No, I don't do hookup, and I am not a matchmaker, so don't come back to me. So I'm not going to introduce you to anybody, but I'm just saying to you that you should please give love a chance. Women, please stop doing things in desperation. The things that you do in desperation, they never, never end well. If a man isn't going to accept you because you can't have children, then walk away. Oh, by the way, there was a story that I heard in time past where a lady actually told a man that she didn't have a womb and that she wasn't going to have children. And the man said to her, God told me that you are my wife and we're going to have 3 children. And indeed, they had the 3 children. So, I mean, for me, I really think that even if in your past life, you've done so many bad things in the past, it doesn't stop you understand, coming clean. This man would probably have married her anyway. I mean, they would have probably adopted children. You didn't have to tell lies, At the end of the day now, she's going to serve her term, I don't even know what else to say. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm being harsh? I really, really think that, in fact, they shouldn't release her. She should just stay in that place. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Okay, I'll be in the comment section waiting for you. Let's discuss this. So next time when I come your way again, my name remains Busola Dele-Davids. Bye. Before you leave, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you.